Hallöchen Leute, willkommen zurück zu Persona 3 Reload.
Oh, hello.
And so?
Masamune Date beschloss Hideyoshi Toyotomi zu folgen und ging nach Odaware. Spürte den herzzerreißenden Kummer, der sich aus einer solchen Entscheidung ergibt. Ich wünschte, ich hätte damals gelebt, dann hätte ich an Masamune Dates Seite gekämpft. Okay, aber jetzt wird es richtig chaotisch. Wer auch nur blinzelt, verpasst womöglich etwas. Die Sengoku-Zeit, als die Menschheit in ihrer Blüte stand. Dieses moderne Zeitalter ist furchtbar. Wo ist nur der Geist der Samurai hin? Wiederholen wir noch einmal, was wir über die Sengoku-Zeit gelernt haben. Erstens, keine andere Ära war je besser. Zweitens, der Lehrer ist so geil, ne? Los, so ein paar Runden, Yuki, gehen wir zum Training. Ich darf mich zwar nicht zu sehr anstrengen, aber wenigstens kann ich dich anfeuern.
Everybody, gather round. Now, you've probably all heard already, but Miyamoto's knee is in bad shape. If you see him having a hard time, I want you to stop him immediately. That's it for today.
Let's grab a bite before we head home. Sorry I needed your shoulder again. And I was the one who suggested we go eat. I'm sure you love lugging all this dead weight around, huh? Really? Well, I guess you haven't been complaining. I mean, I've always known you were tough. Sometimes when I go to my sister's to play with my nephew, I help him into the tub. Even though he's only 5, he's still pretty heavy. Must be hard having to do that every day. If I can't walk, then I won't be able to go to school or bathe by myself. I won't even be able to go to the bathroom on my own. And I don't want to do that to my mom. This all hit me on our walk over here, with you helping me the entire way. Hey, let me know if I become a burden on you, will ya? I'm not gonna hide anything from you. So I hope you feel like you don't have to either. I feel guilty for making the whole team worry. But first, I have to win at the regionals, no matter what. For their sake, too.
Oh, welcome back.
Die Zeit der Verlorenen steigt wieder an. Egal wo ich hingehe, ich werde daran erinnern, dass wir noch immer gegen Schatten kämpfen müssen. Aber wir müssen ja nur noch einen besiegen, dann haben wir es endlich geschafft. Das heißt, das Let's Play neigt sich auf jeden Fall dem Ende zu, ne? Nur noch einen Schatten, dann war's mit dem Spiel.
That's right.
Oh, sorry. No one was here, so I figured it'd be okay.
It's rare to see you here. Is it for the archery team?
Yes, the teacher wanted a report.
I see. That's a lot of responsibility.
Oh, not really. It's nothing compared to what you have to do. Actually, I wanted to ask you something.
Hmm?
Senpai, what are you fighting for?
Well, I guess you could say it's my way of atoning for the past.
In my case, I don't think I really have a reason anymore. I mean, I know the whole story about my father now. I guess I could still fix the mistakes he left behind, though. Maybe I should have thought about this earlier, huh? But it took me this long to start questioning myself.
That's understandable.
It seems like everyone has their own reason for fighting. Well, defeating the shadows is probably a good enough reason, huh?
What are you trying to say?
I'm not exactly sure, but it's all gonna be over after the next full moon, so there's not much point in thinking about it.
That's true. Once we put an end to this, we can go back to a normal high school life. The rest of the student council will be here soon. We can pick this up later, though, if you want.
Oh no, that's okay. Thanks for listening. Hey there. Yeah.
Oh, welcome back.
Wie alt bist du? Wenn du in der Highschool bist, bist du so 16, 17 Jahre alt. Aber mein Alter verrate ich nicht. Such mich schnell auf, Zeit ist Geld.
Oh?
Vorher habe ich eine druckfrische Story für dich.
I'm used to being accosted by people, but recently I had an interesting encounter. It was a young man, not much older than you. Do you know what he said to me? He said, "Thank you." I'm not proud of this or anything, but I couldn't care less what our customers think. Don't you know who I am? I'm the president of a company that sells fake products. But then he told me he quit his part-time job and was going to study to become a public prosecutor. He wants to punish businessmen like me for bending the rules. He said I was an example of a negative role model, even though I wasn't aware of it. Maybe I'm overreacting, but what if he does become a public prosecutor and puts me behind bars? I suppose that means I wouldn't be able to give you my advice anymore. My shareholders ought to take a leaf out of that boy's book. Apparently, kids these days aren't as naive as we thought.
Wird nichts. Alle drei Girls, hä? Gott, wegen euch bin ich fast in Schwierigkeiten gekommen. Ich habe nicht mal geschrieben, warum nicht? Ja, ich weiß, irgendwann muss ich auch Maya weitermachen, aber ich glaube, mein Gott. Maya wird so einer der letzten sein, wo wir noch nicht gemacht haben, deswegen wird es dann da relativ einfach sein. Und wie schon gesagt, ich habe die damals, glaube ich, im Dezember oder Januar, glaube ich, noch beendet. Das ging. Da habe ich den Social Link sogar erst angefangen. Ich freue mich schon auf unser nächstes Gespräch.
Thank you.
Herbst, ich danke dir so sehr.
I've been writing more of my story. How much did I tell you about? Oh, right. The pink alligator and the bird became friends, right? This was the alligator's first friend, and he was very happy. They started going to the river every day, and the alligator would listen to the little bird sing. But the pink alligator still had trouble hunting because of his color. He was so terribly easy to spot, and his prey always had plenty of time to escape. Eventually, he became so hungry that he grew dizzy. And one afternoon, he accidentally ate the bird as it slept in his mouth. Of course, he immediately realized what he'd done. He drank swamp water to vomit his friend back up. But he was too late. The bird was already dead. After that, he couldn't bring himself to eat anything. That's as far as I've written. I haven't decided on an ending yet. You really think so? Then maybe you'll enjoy the final product. I always thought the only thing I could give other people was hopelessness. But maybe... You know, when I mentioned I was writing a diary, that was a lie. I was writing my will. I couldn't face reality, and I was essentially screaming curses into my notebook. For now, though, I'm writing my story in the same notebook. It probably isn't very good, but it contains some things that I've learned during my short life. When it's done, I'd like you to be the first to read it. Meeting you is why I started writing it, you know? I've been trying to come up with a good ending, but I just can't decide, and I'm running out of time. I've got to go now, but I hope to see you again.
Welcome back.
Hey, wie war dein Tag?
Oh,
Beabsichtigst du die Arbeiten an den, ja,
yes.
How much longer until they can be harvested? That should be enough for today. It's about time we head back.
ich war gestern noch zu lange wach. Hatte nicht damit gerechnet, dass Frau Terauchi noch so einen legendären Mayong-Zug auspackt. So viel Pech hatte ich noch nie. Liegt es vielleicht am Monat? Mann, ich komme einfach nicht drüber hinweg. Wem soll ich die Frage stellen? Yuki-kun. Fast überall in Japan gilt der Oktober als der Monat ohne Götter, weil sie abwesend sind. Es gibt aber eine Region, in der der Monat voller Götter heißt, weil sie alle dorthin gehen. Welche ist das? Mir sagt alles nichts. Ise.
Whoops, wrong answer.
Izumo. Alle Götter Japans gehen jedes Jahr nach Izumo, um sich zu treffen und ihre Beziehungen zueinander zu pflegen. Ich möchte auch mit einer Liebesbeziehung gesegnet sein, aber erst brauche ich Geld, dann kommt die Liebe meines Lebens und dann harte Arbeit. Zuerst sollte ich also zum Naganaki-Schrein gehen und beten. Oh, dafür ist es schon zu spät. Verdammt.
practice?
Da bist du ja. Lass uns trainieren, Yuki.
Oh yeah!
Super, lass uns um die Wette rennen, wer zuerst da ist. Kleiner Scherz. Heben wir uns das für die Laufbahn auf, ja?
How are you holding up, Kaz?
My knee's not so good. Can't put too much weight on it.
Okay, then let's take an early break. You mind giving Kaz's leg a quick massage?
No problem. Let's see that leg.
Sorry. You're missing practice because of me.
Hey, don't be like that. This is for your nephew, right?
Still, I'm really sorry.
Nach Trainingsschluss ging ich zurück zum Wohnheim.
Hey! Do you have a minute? There's something I want to talk to you about. Actually, let's go somewhere else. I don't want anyone from the team hearing. Plus, it might take a while, so... Let's go somewhere. Anywhere.
Der Duft von gebratenem Fisch füllt die Luft im Restaurant.
Where do I even start? It's all a mess in my head. First things first. This is for you. My nephew gave it to me. He said it's a good luck charm. He gave me more than I'll ever need. And if you get hurt during practice, now you can tape yourself up. I wanted you to be the first to know. I've made up my mind. I'm gonna have surgery to fix my knee. I probably won't be able to keep it. Guess I'll owe him an explanation. I don't mean to pout or anything. I'm just trying to stop making selfish choices. I don't think it's right for the whole team to suffer because of my knee and my nephew. Even if I manage to win, I don't think I'd feel good about it afterward. Up until now, all I could think about was winning. But my eyes opened up after Coach grilled you about my knee. It was such an obvious thing. I realized I can't keep thinking only about myself. Winning still means a lot to me. That's part of who I am, and that's probably not gonna change. But for now, I'm not gonna worry about winning races. I'm gonna focus on winning back my health instead. Well, I can't exactly force myself to heal, you know? Anyway, I can't just keep asking for your help all the time. That said, thanks for everything you've done for me so far. Between practice and rehab, I'll have a lot going on. But I'm gonna kick butt at both of them. And someday, I'll kick your butt too.
Und dann haben wir auch endlich mal seinen Social Link abgeschlossen.
I am thou. Thou art I. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured. The innermost power of the chariot arcana hath been set free. We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the chariot within thyself.
I'm gonna go tell my nephew what happened and offer to go through rehab with him. I wonder which one of us will recover first. He's a tough one, you know? Just like me.
Welcome back.
Bald ist wieder Vollmond. Zur Vorbereitung auf den finalen Kampf bin ich jederzeit bereit, in den Tathaus zu gehen.
I have a suggestion.
Koromaru-san scheint auch hochmotiviert und gut vorbereitet zu sein.
Yes. Thank you. Today, I'd like to make a snack food that would pair well with tea. That said, I'm not terribly well versed in the art of cuisine. So I'm hoping to make some simple karumeyaki. Did your teachers ever show you how to make it? A karumeyaki is a confectionery that was passed down from Portugal during the Sengoku period. Karume derives from the Portuguese word caramelo, or caramel in English. Well, it might be faster if you just see for yourself. Let's get started. Temperature control is key. We want to turn off the heat right before it hits 130 degrees Celsius. Oh, we should keep things moving. Let's put the sugar in the ladle first. What a nostalgic flavor. It may not require hours in the kitchen, and the taste isn't particularly complex, but I'm quite fond of these. And more than anything, it's nice that we can make it ourselves. You know, when I saw this for the first time, I thought it was like magic. I've tried making it myself a number of times, but I ended up burning it on every attempt. I guess you could call it a bittersweet memory. But I didn't give up. I continued practicing. And that's finally led to our success today. What do you think? Hearing you say that makes me glad to have shared it. Back home, there were plenty of opportunities to host formal dinners and tea parties, but I never considered it particularly admirable to have someone else prepare the extravagant dishes. Doing the cooking myself also allows me to talk with you like this. And isn't that sort of familiarity the key to understanding each other better? I think this might have been what I was missing. Instead of complaining about being difficult to approach, I needed to create an opportunity for change.
Durch die Herstellung dieses Gerichts scheint Mitsuru etwas über sich selbst herausgefunden zu haben.
It's fascinating, the kind of things you learn by simply inviting someone over for tea. Thank you. I hope we can talk again like this sometime. Oh, right, I had a favor to ask. There's still some sugar and baking soda left. Do you think you could help me make another batch? Karumeyaki keeps for a long time. This could be a good chance to make some for the others.
You know what?
Bilde mir das ein oder leiden immer mehr Leute unter dem Apathie-Syndrom?
Yep.
Der Freund vom Bruder von meinem Freund hat es auch. Mir macht das langsam Angst. Und jetzt ist es auch jeden Tag in den Nachrichten. Ach, hast du die Sondersendung gesehen? Anscheinend hat Nostradamus das alles genauso vorhergesagt. Okay, gut, Leute, ich sage, machen wir im nächsten Part weiter bei Persona 3 Reload. Bis dann, ciao.